See? Oh yeah. All right.
Nice. Oh my god. That's sick. Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be checking out the AK-50 by Brandon Herrera. Yes guys, I had a bunch of recommendations to check this video out, and this is going to be the, I guess the finished build. I know there was like another video here called the finished AK-50. We might check that one out after, if you guys want me to check it out, but this is like the complete put together AK-50. I think from what you guys told me, if I recall, he did like a series on this. I don't know how many episodes is in the actual series, but essentially what this is, to my knowledge, it's an AK platform weapon chambered in 50 calibers. So that's kind of insane. I heard, you know, obviously he put a lot of work into this to even get this functional. I'm gonna be really interested to see how this looks and how this performs. So if you guys enjoy, make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe for more content from me. Of course, leave your recommendations down in the comments below. It helps out a ton. And without any further delay, guys, I say we get right into this one. Like, a lot of you guys have been recommending this, so hopefully it doesn't disappoint. That's all I'm saying. It better be something fucking mind-boggling I'm about to see here, okay? Full screen, without any further delay, let's get it. That was bad. Without any further delay, let's get it. Damn, it looks chunky. Holy shit. Bipod, okay. Yeah, you probably need it.
There is no real ending. It's just the place where you stop the story. Who said that? What does it even mean? Doesn't matter. I said it because he said it, so now he was famous, and it's basically getting said by two well-known guys. I don't... Tell you what, let's just start from the beginning.
I just want to... Sorry to pause right there. I just want to pause on that frame. That frame, man, or I guess this picture here. It does very much look like an AK with the end of the barrel there. That way that gas receiver, or I guess that gas tube kind of forms at the end there, does very much look like an AK, but also very clearly a 50 BMG. Like this entire stock here just looks like chunk, man. It just looks fucking huge, man. Look at that magazine. Holy shit. Definitely has like the 50 cal AK bastardization. You can very clearly see, is what I will say.
My name is Brandon Herrera, and this is my gun, the AK-50. If you're new here, there's a few things you need to know, so let's go back to the beginning.
In the beginning, the universe was created.
Not that far. There
Classic.
we go, that's better. So around 8 years ago, I announced I was working on an insane task. To take an AK-47, the most iconic combat rifle in the world, and scale it up to the insanely large 50 BMG. You know, the caliber usually reserved for anti-aircraft guns, or the one Archer said could kill a building. So just scaling up an AK to fire 50 BMG sounds simple enough, right? Well, if you think so, then you know as little about weapon design as I did when I decided to announce it. You see, at the time, I hadn't even dropped out of college yet, and while I had already started building AKs, I knew nothing about practical gunsmithing. So I enlisted the help of my local gunsmith, Chris Baker, and with the help of this redneck wizard, we got to work. Some of the parts we designed and had made by local companies, the rest we made ourselves with blood, sweat, and tears.
Damn.
But mostly blood. And by May of 2017, we had enough of an AK-50 version 1 ready to fire its first test shot.
Live round. 3, 2.
I will say it's crazy looking back, like over the course of 8 years, like just how different he looks, how far the channel's come, you know, just everything that's happened, I guess, in that time. It's kind of crazy to think about. Damn, dude. He looks so fucking young here, man. Like, he looks like a goddamn baby here, I have to say. Like, you look at his newer videos, even when we've been watching his Darwin Award videos, even like 3-4 years ago, he looks, you know, a lot older, that's for sure. Damn.
3, 2, 1. She's together.
Damn.
Full held, man.
So now step 1 was complete. The gun wouldn't explode on its first shot. Congratulations. But we're not building a single shot gun. We need to make it semi-automatic, so we need to make it cycle. So from there we added the gas system, the thing that makes AKs function. After we added gas, we were able to make it successfully extract and eject its first round.
3, 2, 1. Motherfucker! Motherfucker! Oh my god!
Nice.
Damn it! Fuck yeah! Fucking A!
A massive win for something that people had said was impossible.
Impossible? No, why would that be impossible? I mean, after all, you're just scaling up a 7.62 AK to the point where it would be able to fit 50 BMG, right? Well, no.
And also, I have to say too, that's 8 years ago from the time this video was made. So this video came out, well, a year ago. So 9 years ago, I guess 10 years ago, maybe, perhaps. It says a year ago, but it's usually a little over, or half over a year, who knows?
Issues. First one being, even though the size of the bullet is getting bigger and the size of the gun is getting bigger, the size of the person using it stays the same size.
Yeah, true.
Meaning that if you just scaled it up 1-to-1, you'd end up with something that looked like this. Not
Holy
something
shit.
that's really usable to anybody. Not like you could, because that's where your second problem comes in. That wouldn't work anyway because of something called square cube law. Square cube law is kind of an understanding of physics that things don't scale up or down on a 1-to-1 ratio. In fact, it's a lot more dramatic. For example, doubling the size of something doesn't just double everything else, like area and volume. Those might correspond by being 4 times or even 8 times bigger. Without getting too fucking Bill Nye on you, a simple explanation of that is why an ant's feet are allowed to be super tiny and an elephant has to have 4 fucking tree trunks to be able to support its weight. It's not a 1-to-1 ratio. Then you have issues with gas volume, with relative pressure.
I know what he means. That makes a lot of sense.
All of this to say, not as easy as making this much bigger. A lot of engineering, a lot of math to be done. But let's get back to the AK-50 timeline. I know a lot of you may not be super interested in gunsmithing and weapons technology, weapons design kind of stuff. But if you are, I hope you know you can get your start at sdi.edu using the links in the description and the pinned comment.
So to help with this engineering
Once again, as much as I'd love to do that, I'm a Canadian, and that's just not a fucking opportunity for me, unfortunately. Sorry, guys. I think there is gunsmithing colleges here in Canada, but fuck, it's restricted, and there's like, I don't know, like 2. You know what I mean? In all of Canada, it's not really a thing anymore. You know what I mean? It's really, really not, especially after the recent gun bans.
You know you can get your start at sdi.edu using the links in the description and the pinned comment.
So to help with this engineering workload, we had a lot of help, including my Brass Valley internship program, which, among other things, is where I found my current head gunsmith, Zach, someone who would prove essential in completing the 50 project. So after redesign, after redesign, after redesign, we settled on what would be the AK-50 V2, which would go away from the heavy and expensive milled receiver in favor of an easier, cheaper, and lighter stamped receiver. And in May of 2021, we were ready to test to see if an AK-50 could actually fire and cycle consecutive rounds, which it motherfucking did.
Cycling test with a magazine. In 3, 2, 1. I felt that trigger reset. I'm sending it again in 3, 2, 1.
Nice.
Motherfucker.
That's
We
cool.
made it to 8 rounds in a row before it started slowing down and having hiccups. A death by a million pinpricks where a lot of tiny design flaws from pin sizes to cam groove angles, but at the end of the day, we still proved the concept. This gun could work. So now that we knew the AK-50 was possible, it was time to make the gun we actually wanted to make. Not just making the skeleton of a gun fire, but making a complete gun. From the handguard to the dust cover and optic mount to a few internal upgrades, it was time to make the gun that we had always wanted to make. A fully functional...
I have to say, it's super, super cool to see just how, like, guns are put together and just how, like, functionally they work. And I have to say, like, I've never gotten into, like, the milling work or, like, any of, like, that type of thing, the machining part of how guns function. I know there's so much that goes into it, right? I'm only, well-versed in put together firearms, how to put them together, what's what, how it works kind of thing in the most basic of sense, right? But I have to say, like, gunsmithing has always interested me. It's just not, unfortunately, it's not really a thing you can do here in Canada.
A few internal upgrades, it was time to make the gun that we had always wanted to make. A fully functional, fully assembled, completed AK-50. But who was capable of making some of these parts? Well, we were lucky enough to be in the greatest country in the world, Texas. Which means industry giants like titans of CNC
Facts.
were in our backyard. And after finally finding a dance partner who could make our parts exactly as we needed them, the road to a finished AK-50 was clearer than ever. But we made a lot of changes to the core of the gun over the last couple of years from what we learned from the V2, and we needed to know if this new AK-50 would function as we thought it would.
How's that look? Pretty decent. I'm not gonna hit
That looks decent so far already, man. I know it's like basically, well, shit, it's probably only like
a lot of 50 test fire.
50% of the firearm right there put together, but it still looks decent, man.
I don't know. This feels different. Strange going on, guys.
AK-50 V3 test fire. Several years in the making. First round. 3, 2, 1. That just fucking cycled. First fucking try. What the shit? Yeah, really?
So now that we knew the core of the AK-50 V3 worked, it was time to add the rest of the gun.
That is
Which, as
sick.
it turns out, led to its own.
I will say, I love how they're going through the process, like testing, developing, testing again, developing, and they're going back through these different models, these different versions, and that's really what you have to do, right? If you're gonna like concept prove a weapon like this, right? Something that hasn't been done before, you really have to do it this way. You have to know it works at every single stage, especially with the caliber that you're using, right? You don't want this fucking thing blowing up on you, as we've seen, you know, that 50 cal exploding. That was a fucking brutal video, you know, so you definitely do not want that happening to you. So it's great that they're taking precautions. They have their, you know, they're taking their safety precautions every time they test fire this. There's always a wall, there's always a berm, whatever have you. They're milling, they're going back to the workshop, they're testing out the theory, they're testing in practice. Really, really appreciate just how they're doing this, how well they're doing this, I have to say.
V3 worked. It was time to add.
They're being
the
very,
rest of the
very
gun,
safe with it,
which,
and
as
they're
it
being
turns
very
out,
experienced
led to
with
its
it.
own problems. Ejection issues, dust cover not fully locking, there were a lot of minor details to overcome. But after months of fine-tuning, we were finally ready to test what we considered to be a completed gun.
Fuck, she's a big girl, man. Oh. Look at that big fucker, dude. Holy shit.
All right, going hot. All right, AK-50 V3 completed, assembled, test fire. In 3, 2, 1.
Champion, dude.
Let's see. Oh, yeah. All right.
Nice. Oh my god. That's sick. Wow. And you see on the bipod there, and that man, that fucking that stock that they have, he's eating that recoil. It's a 50, man, but he's fucking, you know what I mean? Like, I want to watch that successive fire again. That was fucking sick. Handled it really, really well. Holy shit. Like, you can tell it's kicking like a fucking mule, but it's manageable. He's slinging them. Wow. That's cool as fuck.
I've been waiting 8 fucking years to do that.
And it's got some chunks behind it too. It sounds nice, man. Wow.
I think that was the fastest we've ever fired it to.
I think so.
Fuck. God, who's next? All right, give it a shot.
It almost makes you tear up seeing a finished product like that. Holy shit, over so many years. $30 a round, but holy fuck, it's a cool gun.
Very nice. How much?
No, it's going wild. It's cool shooting it with it now fully together, because now we've got this dust cover, the optic mount and everything. So we're shooting it with this the Triarii 50 cal optic. The hand guard lets us, you know, actually put a bipod on it so it's stable. We're not shooting it off of a bunch of
Fucking sandbag, yeah.
Yeah, having to being able to actually aim it instead of looking down the barrel and making sure it's vaguely on the berm. It's pretty nice.
Just kind of sending it, yeah. The bipod we're actually using here is an Atlas bipod, but it's mounted using a QD Picatinny mount from Sylvan Arms. They're actually a great sponsor of the channel. Super nifty, just quick detach. So
Oh, that's
we're doing
sick.
it for transport and whatnot.
Wow.
It's a nice.
How
little
convenient.
setup. Also thanks to Kerr Ammo for hooking us up with some of this 50 cal, because testing ammo for 50 BMG is not cheap. So we appreciate them as well. But now, we've loaded up a full magazine of 10 rounds because for the first time in the AK-50's history, I think she's ready for mag dumps. So this is, like I said, a long time coming. I think on the V2, we were able to get 8 consecutive rounds before it gummed up. But now I think we're just gonna send it. I think she's good. I think she's ready. Do you concur, Doctor?
Let's see what she does.
Time to find out. Time to fuck around and find out.
Fuck around and find out. Oh, God.
Down. 3.
I will say the advantage over this weapon too, right? The fact that it's semi-auto, you have that that blowback system, right? That spring in there, right? So even if this gun were to critically malfunction, it wouldn't malfunction to the extent that we've seen some of the other 50 cals, namely that bolt action 50 cal malfunction, right? Or I guess that wasn't even a bolt action. It was more of like a single load lock, right? So again, as we've mentioned, you know, guns with bolts, when they do malfunction, that shit goes, or bolt actions, I should say. Bolt action weapons, when they do malfunction, that shit fucking is painful. But these semi-autos, you know, you have that blowback, you have that spring in there, a lot more self-contained, you know, less to go wrong per se, or less that could hurt a lot if it did go wrong. Let's say that.
2, 1. Oh yeah, there she is.
It sounds nice, man. It's got that chunk to it. Wow.
In the words of the great warrior poet Ryan Reynolds,
whoa,
I'm touching myself tonight.
Whoa. Like, it doesn't look like it's insane recoil, man. On that bipod in the kneeling position like that. You know, the grip that they have in there, the stock that they have. Wow.
Watching this thing run is just so sexy. The only thing that would possibly make this better is some high-speed footage. Maybe some ballistic high-speed.
You see, when we had the ballistic high-speed guys in town to record our gyro jet slow motion video, we asked for their help on one more project.
3, 2, 1.
This'll be sick. Holy shit, look at that barrel fucking fucking wave, dude. Holy fuck. Jesus. The ejection's clean though, I will say.
Just
Catch
because
is
I've always
clean.
wanted to do this.
No way. Oh. What a tank, man. Unit.
Really, the recoil's not bad. As heavy as it
It
is,
looks
shouldn't be.
fine, honestly. Like, I will say the recoil looks like it should be fucking way worse, but he's either it's built well, and I'm guessing that has to do with the blowback on it, that spring system he has on it. Probably makes the recoil a lot more manageable. Yeah, it looks like he's handling it pretty well, and I'm sure he is a fucking tanky guy. He's a beast of a man, obviously, but you know, I think it's just a well-built gun. I don't think you're gonna see a lot of recoil with that, the way the bolt is designed there. Like, it looks like it's handling it very, very well. That blowback system looks like it's doing its job as far as a 50 cal goes.
It's been a long time coming. So impractical. It's so fucking hot. I got nothing. That was just fun.
Hasn't killed anyone yet?
Not yet. No. No thumbs needed today.
Sweet.
Hasn't killed anyone yet? Oh god. No thumbs needed. Oh, clear reference to that video we saw. Damn, dude. Kentucky Ballistics. Damn. Rough.
Needed today.
Sweet. Dude, that sounds beefy.
It is beefy.
And it cycled just like that?
Oh yeah.
You did it!
New favorite 50 cal, right?
Yeah, that's awesome. That feels really good.
It's not too bad. The recoil is not bad either.
No, that's awesome. Good job.
I feel like a proud dad.
You should. I feel like a not proud dad. None of my kids can do that.
Aw.
A famous man once said, "There's no real ending. It's just a place where you stop the story." Frank Herbert was the one who said that. He wrote Dune, so put some fucking respect on his name.
Oh my god.
But anyway, that's the story of the AK-50, or at least the story so far. We've come a long way from a future college dropout in a garage to millions of subscribers and whatever the fuck this turns into.
Oh my god.
So if I were to wrap this up all tight with a bow, whatever, I guess I'd say that the AK-50 was never a distraction or a hobby. It was a starting point. And now, who knows where we'll go? All I know is that I wouldn't be here without them. Where we'll go in the future, I have no idea. But what I do know is that today we can set aside the age-old question. Where AK-50? Here AK-50.
AK-50. AK-50.
Damn, dude. Holy fuck. Why does this go so hard? I hope this isn't copyrighted. Let's listen to it. I'm gonna listen to this.
Hey, what is up, you YouTube sexy mother lovers?
Fuck, that's a jam, dude. What the fuck? Holy shit. Best job I ever had. Holy fuck. Wow, guys. That was awesome. That was the AK-50 by Brandon Herrera. Holy shit. What a great video that was, man. From start to finish, showing us, like, in short form, I guess, the history of the AK-50. I know he did a lot of episodes. Somebody let me know how long the actual series is. And if you guys want me to check out the finished AK-50, I think that was released after, let me know. I'll definitely check that out. I think it's got like a new paint scheme on it, perhaps, it looks like. Maybe they did some other moderate improvements. I'm not too sure. But yeah, no, I thought that was an awesome video. A lot of you guys have been asking me to check this video out. And I really love checking out these gun builds, these special gun build type of videos. So yeah, I'm always willing to do so. If you guys enjoy, make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe for more content from me. Of course, leave your recommendations down in the comments below. A big thank you to all of our members, all of our Hastati, our Triarii, our Principe, Dagenhart, of course, our Praefectus, and Hobbit. I appreciate you guys. You guys inspire me to make more content for you guys every single day. With that, guys, this has been Centurion. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace, guys.